So today we're going to be making one of my new favorite baked treats that I like to call peanut butter chocolate chip chewy bars. They are keto and low carb, and we're going to be baking them in the microwave. That's right, we're going to bake in the microwave. And I'll actually be using one of my new favorite cooking tools. It's a silicone piece of cookware, and I really love it, and it allows me to cook and bake in the microwave. And we're going to be baking these in 4 minutes. So come on into my kitchen and bake with me. So these are the ingredients that we'll be using today. I'm using Kraft Only Peanuts Smooth All Natural Peanut Butter. I use this brand because it's the cheapest that I can find, and it goes on sale quite often. And it has no sugar or stabilizers in it, and I like the taste. I've got 2 eggs. We have half a cup of chocolate chips. I'm using 2 different kinds. I'm using the darker ones on top are called Pasha brand, and I do prefer them. They are a lot cheaper, and I think, in my opinion, better quality than Lily's. But I didn't have very many, so those little kind of dried out looking ones on the bottom, those are Lily's ones. And I have some sugar-free maple syrup. This is a Canadian brand, and it tastes as real as sugar-free maple syrup can. It's really delicious. I have some artificial vanilla. You can use real vanilla if you like, but that's what I have on hand. My milk of choice today is YoFit brand Milk 10. It is a chickpea and flaxseed non-dairy alternative, and it's got 10 grams of protein. If you want to learn more about this, my taste test, and some more information about it, you can watch my YoFit unboxing and giveaway video, and I'll leave a link to that down below or in the cards. And I will be using some Swerve Brown sugar, but you can use whatever sugar replacement that you prefer to use. And then for our cookware, we'll be using this silicone steamer. You'll also need a mixing bowl. I have my Tupperware bowl here, a spatula, a whisk, a measuring spoon, and a 1 cup measure. And that's it for ingredients and tools. So let's get our mixing bowl, our spatula, and our whisk. This is a Tupperware bowl. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to crack our eggs. All of my ingredients are at room temperature. I had the eggs and the peanut butter out all morning. And to this we are going to add our brown sugar swerve. For this we're going to need 4 tablespoons. For my baking powder, I always like to sift it. And we will be using half a teaspoon. I do that just because I don't want any lumps of my baking soda, and it mixes a lot easier that way. 2 tablespoons of any sugar-free maple syrup or table syrup, whichever brand you prefer, but this is a Canadian brand, and like I said, it tastes as true to maple syrup as it can get when it's sugar-free. So there's the brand, Steeves Maple. So we're going to use 2 tablespoons. And this gives your peanut butter chocolate chip chewy bars a nice maple caramel taste, as well as helps them to stay nice and moist. We are also going to put in our dairy or dairy alternative Now, of course, if you want to use heavy whipping cream, you can. It will add extra carbs and it has less protein. I'm using the vanilla cinnamon flavor for this, but they also have the original, which is unflavored. I just happen to have this one open in my fridge, so that's why I'm using it. I do have an affiliate link for YoFit, and there is a discount code that will be down below with the affiliate link, so you can save 15% off of your first order when you use my affiliate link. And we are going to need 4 tablespoons. I'm just going to do a splash of vanilla. I don't really like to measure vanilla because you can never have enough, but you want to do at least a half teaspoon. Okay, so now we're going to whisk these together. There we go. Alright, so we're nice and smooth. You could use a electric hand mixer if you wanted to, but I didn't want to dirty up another tool, so I decided to go whisk. And then we're going to take our spatula and our peanut butter. I have 1 very full cup of peanut butter here, so we're just going to pour that in. So I'm going to start with the whisk, and then I'm going to transfer to my spatula. Now it's going to look really runny at first, but it's going to start to thicken up pretty quickly. And it's quite a sticky batter, so just keep that in mind. That's another reason why I prefer to go with the whisk and the spatula rather than the electric mixer. So you can see it's already thickened up quite a bit once we add the peanut butter. So now I'm going to finish mixing with my spatula just to make sure that everything is fully incorporated. Scraping down the sides. It smells so good. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our sugar-free chocolate chips. So we're going to put about half of them in. And I'm going to leave half to sprinkle on top. So just stir those through. Now this, of course, this is a low carb, keto, regular sugar-free type of dessert, but people who aren't keto won't know that this is a keto or low carb dessert or sugar-free because it is quite delicious and moist and chewy. But if you wanted to make it with regular peanut butter or with regular sugar, with regular maple syrup or table syrup, then by all means you can. The recipe amounts will be down below, and you could substitute out any of the sugar-free or keto type ingredients for regular ingredients, and it will turn out just as delicious, just higher carbs and a higher sugar content. So here I have my steamer. I'm just going to remove the lid so we can pour our batter into it. I love this bowl because it has this little handle here, so it makes it really easy to pour things out. It's very thick. There we go. That's better. So we're just going to pour it out. Okay, so we're just going to spread it out as evenly as possible. Give it a little tap. So it's going to rise a bit in the middle, so you want to try and get it as even as possible so that you don't have like a dome in the middle. So that's what I'm doing right now. It just takes a minute. Because the dough is really sticky, it just takes a minute to do this. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so I'll set my spatula aside because I don't need it now. Just give it a couple more taps, get any air pockets out. So now I will be sprinkling my chocolate chips on top. Now the reason why I don't mix them all in is because when you microwave bake a thick batter like this with items in it, such as the chocolate chips, they will actually sink to the bottom if you put them all in the batter. And I want to have some chocolate chips on top. So I like to reserve some to sprinkle on top, so I have some nice chocolate chips sitting pretty on top of my bars. Doesn't that look delicious? Yum. It smells really good too. Okay. So now we're going to take our lid. I'm going to take our lid and we're going to put it on. So what I do is where the vents are, I put them away from the handles. So here's the handles on the sides. You can see here there's one handle on each side. I put the vents away from the handles. So I'm not going to put the vent here because that's where the handle is. I'm going to put it where there's no handle because when I take it out of the microwave, it's going to be really hot inside and I don't want the steam to come out and burn me. So that's what I do. So I just make sure that the corners are in tight. It just sets right on. So you can see it's fully sealed. And I'm going to put this into my 1200 watt microwave for 4 minutes. Now I do have a turntable in my microwave. If your microwave is a lesser wattage, you might have to add another 30 seconds to a minute to get the desired bake effect. But for mine, it is 4 minutes. So I'll do that now. Okay, so we are back. Ooh, look at that. Oh my goodness, that looks amazing. So I'm just going to let this cool in the container for a minute and then I'm going to turn it out onto my little cooling rack. I'll also have these linked below. They're quarter sheet pan size, they're stainless steel, and they come in a set of 2. I'll just let this sit for a minute and then I'll come back and unmold it. Okay, so it's been sitting for about a minute, so I'm going to take one of my cooling racks, and there's these little feet on here. So I'm just going to put it upside down over top of my silicone steamer, and I'm going to flip it using the handles, just like that, and it just pops right out. You might have heard it go. There. Nice and clean, nothing left behind. Super easy to wash. These are dishwasher safe, and I don't have a dishwasher, so I just wash it in the sink. But there you go, just hot soapy water, rinse, and done. These are also oven safe, by the way, and if you prefer to bake in the oven, I will leave the baking directions for baking in the oven if you prefer to do it that way, but 4 minutes in the microwave is what I'm after. So I'm going to use the other one once again with the feet up just to flip it, just like that. We lost a couple of chocolate chips. Just pop them back on there. Okay, so now I'm going to let this sit to cool for about 10 minutes, maybe 15. I'm going to clean up my dishes and then I'll come back for the cut and the taste test. Okay, so we're back. So they've cooled nice and they're not burning hot anymore, so I'm just going to transfer them onto a piece of parchment so you can see what I'm doing a little bit easier. I'm going to be cutting this into 12 square bars. But if you wanted them to be less net carbs per serving, you can by all means cut them smaller into 16s if you like. But for the macros that I'll have listed in the description box below with the ingredients. It will be for 12 servings. So you can see they cut quite easily. They are really nice and moist. And I never cut things evenly. I'm terrible at cutting stuff. It don't matter though, it's gonna taste delicious. Okay, so here we have our peanut butter chocolate chip chewy bar. Nice and chewy. Ooh, I'm gonna lose that chocolate chip. Don't want to lose the chocolate chip. So let's go in for the taste test, shall we? Oh, it's so good. Great peanut butter flavor. Just the right amount of sweetness and caramel flavor because of our brown sugar swerve and our sugar-free maple syrup. I hope you'll try these. Remember, I'll leave all of the cookware items that I used today linked below, as well as the affiliate link and the sorry, I got it's so moist, it's all over my teeth. And the link for YoFit, the affiliate link for YoFit with the discount code. It will all be down below with the ingredients, modifications if you'd prefer to bake in the oven. And I forgot to mention that if you wanted to use other types of nut butters with this, you can. If you don't eat peanut butter, or you're allergic to peanut butter, or you just don't like it. Some people on keto prefer to stay away from peanut butter because peanuts are a legume. So if you want to try this with almond butter, by all means do so, but you will have to increase your dairy or your non-dairy alternative, as well as your sugar-free maple syrup, because peanut butter is a lot more oily than almond butters and other types of nut butters. So just keep that in mind. I have tried it with almond butter and it really just doesn't have the same taste. It's a little more on the dry side, and it just doesn't have that oomph of nuttiness that you get with peanut butter. So by all means, if you prefer that alternative, then go ahead and go for it. But these are peanut butter and I love it. So so good. So if you cut it into 12s, then it's actually only 2 net carbs per serving. So it's an amazing keto treat. So I hope that you'll try these. If you like this recipe and you want to see more recipes like this, leave a comment below. Please give this video a thumbs up so that I know that you like my content. Also, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. And this is new. I have a VIP group on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, come on in, join my VIP group. I'll have that linked below as well. There's a lot of links down there, so please check them out. But on my VIP Facebook group, you get exclusive, inclusive offers, deals. Whenever I have a giveaway going on, you're going to hear about it first. Whenever I'm going to post a new video for YouTube, you're going to hear about it first. So VIPs have lots of extra perks, and of course it's free to join because it's on Facebook. So I hope that you'll join us there, and it is a fun sharing community. It's all about food, fitness, and fun, and the only requirement is a positive attitude and a willingness to be inspired. So I hope I'll see you there. And until next time, don't forget to give yourself license to keto. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now. Mwah! Peanut butter chocolate chip chewy bars.